Hello everyone. We are going to do an invention together. So I'm going to let you know at the end if it works. It's just an idea that I have and I think it'll work because I've done several things in my Vitamix blender. I have about 2 cups of pineapple chunks left from cutting up a pineapple the other day, and I'm going to put this in my Vitamix. Instead of juicing today, I'm going to make a pineapple cake with this. So I'm going to juice this. I don't think everything else will fit in there. Let me just give it a whirl. Let me put the top on, give it a whirl, and see what happens here. Obviously, it's not going to do a thing without any of the liquid. So what I'm going to try to do is a blender version of a pineapple cake. This is a healthy version. It is a recipe for pineapple upside down cake that's healthy. So I'm going to put my eggs right in. If I give it some liquid, it'll blend. And then this recipe called for a 1/4 cup of almond milk, which I have ready. So let's start with that and see where we get, if it'll mix. I might not be able to do it in the blender. I just was trying to. We're going to be cooking with business. Okay, so now, the only thing that's in there is 2 eggs, 2 cups of pineapple, and what else did I put in there? 2 eggs, 2 cups of pineapple. You guys watch. Oh, the almond milk. Now, into this, we're going to put it right in the blender. I think this is going to come out scrumptious, to be honest with you. This is a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. You with me so far, right? Now, I could use coconut butter or coconut oil, but this called for a 1/4 cup of butter, so that's a 1/2 stick of butter. Remember, this is for a whole cake. I'm putting it right in. Just a second here. I know I have my back to you, and I'm sorry. So I didn't put any sugar in yet, but I want to make sure I put in the right amounts. So it should have 1/2 cup of brown sugar or coconut sugar. So you know which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the coconut sugar. And coconut sugar is brown. So this is a cup, this one, so I'm going to do 1/2 of it. That's going to be my sweetener. I know I didn't get my vanilla out. So that's going in. I don't know if everything's going to fit. We're going to try. Teaspoon of vanilla. Now here comes the dry. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I have a bunch of recipes for blender muffins. I do them right in the Vitamix blender. And you pour them right in your muffin pan. I could have made muffins with this today, if I could even get this top back on. It just came off. Okay. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to read these just to be sure. I think it's a... Where'd they go, girls? The boys? There they are. How do you watch this stuff? I mean, I am like cold sore, train wreck, alley. Okay, I'll read the recipe to you. 1 1/4 cup of oat flour. That hasn't gone in yet. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That hasn't gone in yet. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That hasn't gone in yet. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Those are my dry ingredients. Notice I did the wet first. So I put the pineapple in. Technically, this cake was supposed to be on top of the pineapple, but I'm making it in the cake. It's going to be moist and delicious. I know it is. Okay, so it would be 1/4 cup of almond milk, 1/3 of a cup of the pineapple juice if you use canned pineapple. I have the whole pineapple with its juice in it. 1/4 cup of plain yogurt, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of softened butter. I'm going to try it with the butter because I had it out and it was warm. Or I could have used coconut oil, but a 1/4 cup for this whole cake is going to be fine. 1/2 cup of brown sugar or coconut sugar, 2 eggs. So now I've got to put in, all I have left to do is the 1 1/4 cup of oat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So let's do that. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, I'm really sorry about the back, but I don't know how to get my kitchen. This is my baking corner, I told you that. So you have my back, or I put you over there and then you can't see the blender. This is no Reed Drummond Pioneer Woman professional setting, obviously. Now we're gonna hope we have a 1/4 cup or a 1 1/4 cups of oat flour. I'm gonna make more when we're done with this video. Let's see where we are. There's one. Not yet. There's one. Oh, we do. Get my 1/4 cup out. I don't know if I like that 1/4 cup. I think I need a little tad more. What do you think? It's gonna be healthy. Healthy. So I told you I like my cake-like consistencies. Oh, it's heavy, I have to tell you that much. That would... Oh. Again, here's part of the problem. I'm gonna put it on high for 2 seconds. 4 seconds. And I'm gonna call that mixed. Okay. Move everything out of the way. Let's see where we are. We have a delicious looking cake. I already sprayed an 11x7 pan. She's going in. Would you put nuts? What would you top it with? Would you put a glaze? So instead of a pineapple upside down cake, it's a pineapple cake. A healthy pineapple cake with fiber from the oats. So you've watched me make oat flour before, which is just oats that I put in the other blender. There's a dry one. Here we have a pineapple cake batter that can't be any healthier. I'll read those ingredients to you again. This one is 2 cups of pineapple, 1 1/4 cup of oat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This would help. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, no, 1/4 cup of almond milk, 1/3 cup of pineapple juice if you use canned pineapple, which we didn't. We don't need that. 1/4 cup of plain yogurt, teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of softened butter. I'm gonna try coconut oil next time. 1/2 cup of brown sugar or coconut sugar, and 2 eggs. I'm gonna bake it and see how it comes out. It says cook time 45 minutes. That's for the upside down cake. I don't think it's gonna take that long, but I'll let you know how long in the comments. And again, thanks for watching my invention. I'm gonna call this my Gaga's blender pineapple cake that I just made up. So I use the recipe and then I make up my own. Have a great day.